area.
So yeah, iSoul unfortunately I'm not too familiar with. However, Dewolfe. So
Villager.
yes, one of the more important points to make here. Before Smash, I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah.
And so did he. And
Really?
he is notorious for being a very dry, very keep-away player.
Really? What was his team? I'm expecting Morrigan.
You're expecting Morrigan, and I think he switched between like Magneto.
I was thinking either Magneto or Dormammu, anything like that.
Dormammu.
There. Oh my God! How did I guess every member of his team? Oh my God!
He's very much a dry player, and you can see here. I think obviously one thing I learned through playing Smash is that dry play it works, but obviously when you've got no vulnerability on the ledge, there's only so much you can do in the corner.
Yeah.
Especially when there's no, there's hits done, but there's not like kind of like
super hits done. Yeah.
I mean.
It's not like you can like drag combos on for years and zero death people off a light.
So like in other games you can throw a projectile game and it takes them very long to get in.
Yeah.
In this you can just power shield walk.
Yeah.
I think that's a problem that kind of, and I suppose he has had picking up the game. But I mean he's been doing alright. He's only been to a few tournaments and he's been doing alright. So
did you convince him to get into Smash?
no,
or?
He just showed up one day.
Oh, okay. What you recognised him?
One day. Yeah,
Oh.
I just ran there. So all I'm going to say is we're going to see a lot of dry play from him. He does understand that, you're going to get kills from aggression.
Yeah.
And he understands that the keep away tools he has are probably only going to kind of tackle that.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, iSoul, he ran into the tree there, and I think even though there's a sapling on the ground, you've just got to be wary. When villagers near it, you can water it, and that is a hitbox that will kill you.
Yeah.
So
it is very powerful as well, I may add. Making good use of the bowling balls against Pit's very linear recovery.
He had the right idea there. Lloyd covered horizontal, and dashed that current kind of like diagonal, and vertical.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, good evasion by iSoul.
Yeah. Oh. The aerial version of that move, I believe, received a knockback nerf and not a knockback growth. Only on the grounded version it did.
Yeah. I think that was more so the fact that I think he made a bit of a mistake there adding one chop to the tree because obviously when the character is recovering in your face, unless they're down there trying to recover like so, chances are the character will attack.
He also extended his box as well. That was really unfortunate.
I think it's got to be more this tree is what's killing him. He's got to be more cautious of this.
Yeah.
Like when you're up close.
Oh wow.
You've got to reflect. And yes, it is laggy, kind of on. It's laggy if you throw it out. Nothing happens.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, Villager does have the pocket, so I mean, it can be tricky. It's very tricky.
Yeah.
But you've just got kind of when the tree's up, you can kind of ignore it because the axe is going to extend the hurt box. That's kind of all you've got to worry about. It doesn't stop you from moving forward.
Yeah.
Completely anyway.
I agree. Yeah, that's definitely the way it's going to be. I've never really seen someone have this much trouble with the tree before.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's scary to be up against it if it's ready to be cut down.
Yeah. Then you have to be worried.
The thing is, you have options like to roll past it. You can even shield it if the shield hasn't taken any kind of damage. Kill that by the forward throw though.
Yeah.
Finally finds a way in. Like I say, this guy. And that is
the
3
tree
kills.
again.
That is 3 kills with the tree.
Did you seriously just do that?
I'm trying to work on my part.
I really hope you don't do that again.
I think that was probably one of my weaker ones.
I felt triggered when you said that. I actually genuinely felt triggered.
I know in that game we just got kind of cut down to like.
Oh. You know what? I swear, if I hear one more pun from you.
I'm just saying, if he would do something else, then
Don't.
He's branching out into another.
Oh my god, I'm done. All he did was pick Pit.
Hey, they're different characters. So,
oh my god. Oh.
Like I said,
that was even the chat's upset.
I mean,
you've actually upset them.
You can't deny the greatness of my puns. It's unbelievable.
No, that was genuinely shocking. I'm not going to lie to you. That was.
It was very bad.
Triggered.
I do need to work on it. Anyway, back to the match.
Yeah.
Before we go. So we've got normal pit. Now,
Okay, so you
the
go
only change is side B, and I think just like one of the moves.
forward tilt.
Forward tilt.
Forward tilt, side B, arrows,
Of course, arrows.
and some of Pit's moves do an additional 0.5.
Yeah, there's like some
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
throws and smash tags.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how
Apart
the change is
from
gonna.
that, I don't think there's anything else. Like, I might be missing something, but that's all that I'm aware
I
of
mean,
different.
I mean, we could say that yes, Villager does have the pocket, so arrows are still kind of, you know, they're not 100% guaranteed for like pressure.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
when
yeah.
he's off stage, at least he can aim these more
Yeah.
to kind of at least let him. He has to respect the arrows a bit more than dark.
Yeah, yeah,
pits.
definitely.
Dark pits are just go horizontal. That's it.
I'm not sure which of the pits I prefer here. I think, like, you bring up very good points, and I definitely feel like the arrows are way more useful in this matchup than dark pits arrows. However, if he was to read the roll at ledge, especially with Villager, whose defensive options are not that great and is forced to roll sometimes,
Yeah.
I feel like dark pit side B is probably a bit of a, you know, stronger punish tool. But you know, this get pick doesn't appear to be going too well for him either. Still really not. It doesn't really look like he's played against Villager that much.
You know what? I mean, we can say that, yeah, definitely the tree, but I think he's just struggling with his keep away tactic in general.
Yeah.
Obviously, not too many characters in the game have this kind of play style, and even then, not too many players choose to play that play style anyway.
Yeah.
So when you've got someone that kind of only plays that play style, and it does hinder him. Like when you play, I know someone like Pascal Montar, who's another pit player.
Yeah.
He knows how to exploit kind of this kind of keep away game, because it's not 100% guaranteed. Like I said before, you're not in any other game you're getting chip damage from keep away, and that's kind of your main damage source.
Yeah.
But in here, you just have to be patient with the blocks.
You do.
And patient with their defensive options.
Yeah.
Once you understand what they do, it can be very easy. I'm not sure that bowling ball was.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was like reading like a jump up there or something. Could just be a mistake.
There's one issue I have with blocking in this matchup, particularly for Pit. So space forwarders from Villager and Lloyd Rockets are also like they're a commitmentless pressure. Absolutely no way you could be punished for throwing them out unless you're right next to the opponent.
Yeah.
However, for Pit to punish him, I find is really difficult. He only really has dash attack, and that's it. There's nothing else he can really do to stop him from doing this. Like Pit's mobility, whilst not terrible, isn't the greatest. Like, he's about average.
I tell you what though, I think his dash attack has more range than you kind of think.
Yeah.
And it is
Whoa.
pretty decent. Very few times you'll see villagers grab.
Yeah.
And kill percent.
I do hear his back throw is quite strong though.
His back throw is I'm not sure what rank it is, but it's definitely amongst the top 5 or 4, even 3, even 2 to be honest.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like Pit's just getting hit by too much. He's jumping into way too many things that like Dewolfe is throwing
you
out.
need patience against this kind of game.
You do. You have to have
You
patience.
get flustered and you get
Yeah.
all this unnecessary damage.
That was a good dash attack. I don't think Dewolfe should have attempted to chop down that tree, especially considering what he could have potentially been giving up. He could have literally just sat behind the tree, waited for something to come from Pit like a dash attack or a dash grab and nared him for it. And I felt it would have been a lot stronger. I would really... Okay, so that was not good. I'd really prefer to see stronger neutral from the Pit player. I want to see a lot more of this, like dash grabbing, these throw combos, space jab, forward tilt, all this kind of stuff to abuse the fact that Villager's buttons are just not that good.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like he's very much just like I feel like he's very much going in without kind of like I mean that smash attack there. Like when you really sit down and think about it, what's that really going to achieve? It's
Exactly.
0%, and I mean he probably couldn't punish with the fair, but it's it's a laggy move and you got punished for doing it.
He's also not getting his grab confirms either. Like Pit's grab combos are really easy to do. Like really easy. I'm really surprised he didn't get anything from that.
Lloyd is causing him a lot of trouble.
It is.
I think, obviously, we said that villagers in general, their grab isn't too good.
Yeah.
And okay, let me tell you something, right? And Dewolfe is the only person I know to do this, or at least told me. Normally, when you're playing villager, you fire a rocket out in front of you.
Yeah.
So go forth and create pressure. What he's told me is against characters like Captain Falcon or Pit, characters that can either throw out a hitbox that moves them forward, or have really good dash grabs. If you throw out the Lloyd behind you, it covers that.
Right.
Because if you do like a dash grab, if you do like a dash attack with Pip, for example, and he misplaces a Lloyd, he's going to hit him with dash attack.
Right.
The Lloyd's probably going to go off. And
Yes.
you got nothing from that. You throw it behind you though, you kind of eliminate that option of if he's always going to do dash attack, he's going to get the dash attack, but he's still going to get hit by the Lloyd.
Yeah,
and
that's
he's
good.
going to be flown this way,
Yeah.
same way you beat it, and you can create pressure or even get a combo.
That's really good, actually. That is
Yeah.
really good.
It's really, like I say, I don't think I've seen any other villager actively do it.
Who did you say told you this, Mitsu?
No,
Was it-
Dewolfe.
Oh, Dewolfe told you this. Oh, so I thought you said Mitsu said it.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, like I say, it can kind of hinder you in matchups where that's not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, then it's not so great.
Missed edgeguard there, even though it wouldn't have wall stage spikes. He could have got a little bit of back end there just to force him to use the up B again.
From what I know about Villager, I actually don't know quite a lot about Villager, but I definitely don't think he has a big issue killing. Like,
No, he's got the
yeah, it's like it's not necessarily that like he could just fire out smash attacks or grab combos whenever he wants to kill someone. It's not really that. It's more of a case of eventually Lloyd will kill, or a close slingshot will kill, or a nair will kill, or something.
Yeah, it gets to that point where your key boy is going to kill.
Yeah.
And if you can land a bowling ball or back throw,
Yeah.
then cool.
It's
Especially
not.
on a stage like this.
Yeah, exactly.
You can drop bowling balls on top, and as long as they're not behind you and they're gonna
Yeah.
punch you from below.
Sometimes even dash attack, you could just fry it off and just create pressure and stuff from the platforms.
Close out the game there.
Yep, that'll be 2-0 going to
And it's
Dewolfe.
2-0. Like I say, I just don't think he was used to the keep away tactic,
Yeah.
and he got too impatient on because really just throws out hitboxes, but like I say, with his bad grab, his options on shield are kind of just to do jab pressure. So once you get through it, even if you've got a really small shield, that's when you punch. That's when you kind of punch villager. His defense options are jump neutral air, and like spot dodge.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
I think that whilst those are probably his only defensive options, at the very least, whilst doing those defensive options, he can do something that no other character can do, and that's, well, not many characters can do, rather, and that's literally get kills off it.
Yeah.
Like, that's an incredibly rare thing for any character to have, especially someone like Villager as well.
Yeah.
Whilst he doesn't have outright kill power, it's more about him just continuously creating pressure and just having the ability
That's
to
the
kill
thing,
you
yeah.
off of, like, anything that comes
You
out.
need the patience of the same.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if you're
definitely.
not, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
And that's with every key.